you're not going to win a championship with bad or average players. That's not an effect on Kevin Durant. It's an effect on the organization, on the roster, on the coaching staff. Kevin Durant is still doing the same thing that he has done. He hasn't slowed down.
Bleacher Report picks these top 5 landing spots for Kevin Durant. Trade along with a sample trade for each team. So 5 through 1. I want you to let me know which one you think is most realistic. Timberwolves, 3-team trade. Timberwolves get Durant from the Suns. Lakers get Luka Garza from the Timberwolves. Suns get Julius Randle, Rob Dillingham, Terrence Shannon Jr., Mike Conley, Josh Minott, all from the Timberwolves, and number 55 pick from L.A. Number 4, Miami Heat. Please don't come to Miami. Heat get Durant from the Suns. Brooklyn Nets get Kyle Anderson. Nikolai Jovic from the Heat. Number 55 from Suns. Suns get Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and then number 36 pick from the Nets. You want to comment on any of those? You want me to keep going?
No, keep going.
Okay. Number 3, Knicks, 4-team deal. Knicks get Durant from the Suns, Vince Williams, Grizzlies. Grizzlies get Mikal Bridges. Brooklyn, this is complicated. Brooklyn receives a Wizards projected 26th first-round pick from the Knicks. Brandon Clark, G.G. Jackson II from the Grizzlies, and the Suns get OG from the Knicks and a protected first-round pick from the Grizzlies.
Jeez.
These next 2 are simpler. Spurs get Durant. Suns get Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, number 14 pick. And the last one is the Rockets, number 1, supposedly. Rockets get Durant from the Suns. Nets get Cam Whitmore, Jock Landale. Suns get Jalen Green, Tyree Eason, Aaron Holiday, number 26 and 27 from the Nets.
Right. I'm going with number 1. I mean, I like him to be in Houston, too. He's familiar with the coach, and I believe that they have the best young assets. And I do believe that especially his leadership and at this stage of his career with that young team, it's just a matter of they got to give up a couple of those young players, you know, that a lot of people like. So to be able to get someone like Kevin Durant, I believe the second choice might be, even though they're giving up a lot with the Knicks, I know that he potentially, with his business manager, might want to be back in New York compared to Brooklyn, where he was at before. So he's definitely going to get moved. He has a lot of say-so in the deal. So also I do believe that as a out of nowhere, San Antonio.
Really?
Look at San Antonio. They need a veteran player like him playing next to Wemby. You can give Durant a 2-year extension, so he'd have 3 years. And by that time, Wemby will be able to take over the NBA.
If you were the GM for the Rockets, would you do it?
You got to try, man. You got to. The West is so stacked. You got to try to get a player that, you know, they had a hard time scoring. So in doing this, like, there's no matchup for KD still, and it allows their young players to continue to develop. But I like the coach in Houston. I like the style there. I believe he'll be a great fit, KD in Houston.
And then he was the other day. They were asking about his legacy because he had, you know, since the Warriors and Golden State, and he was defending himself about what he's done or not done.
Right.
How bad do you think he needs to or wants to win another championship?
Well, to me, he's very, very similar to LeBron, even though LeBron has 4 championships. They'd love to win another one, but if they don't, you can't take away from their legacy. Like, you're not going to win a championship with bad or average players. That's not an effect on Kevin Durant. It's an effect on the organization, on the roster, on the coaching staff. Kevin Durant is still doing the same thing that he has done. He hasn't slowed down. So when he's around good players, like, he's still one of the best that we have in the business. He's still dangerous. He still is a walking bucket. So, you know, I don't know why people always move the marker. Now, if he had never won a championship, fine. But he made a decision. But they asked him to come to Golden State, too. It wasn't like he was begging. They were begging him to be able to join them. And they were a different team with him on the roster.
Now, everybody a lot of people game show. Would you have done that? Chris Carter gets beat, finals. The other team wants you bad. They're stacked. Would you leave your ship for that ship, or is that an unfair question to ask?
My last year in Minnesota, it's a fair question. I almost joined St. Louis, the greatest show on turf.
Really?
And they had Torrey Holt, Isaac Brute, and I was visiting Cleveland, and Coach Marks got mad about me visiting Cleveland, so he took the deal off the table. But I was scheduled to visit, going to sign as their third receiver, and play with them, play with Kurt Warner, playing on turf there in St. Louis. So how does that take away for you're trying to be with other players? It takes players to win a championship.
Correct.
Yeah, so I'd much rather try to join someone and still be able to win. And in those series, he was the best player on the court.
Yeah.
It'd be different if he was the fourth or fifth or sixth best. He was just a role player. He was the best guy on the court. That's why he got MVP a couple of times.